Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students in grade 6, welcome to our math class. Today we are going to study lesson 2 and lesson 3 in unit 4. As you know, we have studied before lesson 1, which was talking about solving equations. And we know that the equation is a mathematical sentence which contains an equal sign and a variable and also an operation. Now we are going to study the inequality. What is the inequality? The inequality is a mathematical sentence also, but doesn't contain an equal sign, but contains an inequality sign. What does this mean? The inequality sign is either greater than, smaller than, or greater than or equal, or smaller than or equal. We have four signs of the inequality: greater than, smaller than, greater than or equal, smaller than or equal. Let's recognize these four signs about the inequality. Open your book, please, page number 61. Your math book, page number 61, and read with me this learning targets. I can explore signs that indicate a restriction, such as a speed limit, a sale markdown, a weight limit, or a capacity limit, and so on. We will study some real life problems about how to use the signs of the inequality. Look at this situation, please. Here, next page, page number 62, and read this with me. Look at this picture. This picture is the speed limit on the road. The sign shows the speed limit for a road in kilometers per hour. So as you see in this sign on the road, reduce speed, and the speed is 40. As you know, this is the maximum speed. So the car can travel in this limit 40 kilometers per hour. The sign shows the speed limit for a road in kilometers per hour. Record all speeds that are acceptable to drive on the road. What do you think about the speed that is acceptable on the road? Can the car drive at 38 kilometers per hour? Yes, because the maximum speed is 40. So the car can move or travel on at 38 kilometers per hour. It's acceptable. And 50 kilometer per hour, is it acceptable? 50 kilometer per hour. No, the maximum speed is 40. Okay, so this is not acceptable. Type 30 kilometer per hour, acceptable or not? Yes, because the maximum speed is 40. What about 40 itself? Is it acceptable? Yes, 40 is acceptable also. 43 kilometer per hour. No, it's not acceptable. And 49 also not acceptable. So we have here 38 kilometer per hour, 30 kilometer per hour, 40 kilometers per hour. These three speeds are acceptable. What does this mean? So the car can move or can travel at maximum speed 40. Can we write it as an inequality? Yes, we can write it in this form. X, which is the speed of the car, which is unknown, X is unknown, can move maximum 40 kilometer or less than 40 kilometer. So we will put this sign. X is smaller than or equal 40. Write this with me, please, in your book. X smaller than or equals 40. So 40 is okay with us, is acceptable, or less than 40. So read it with me again. X is smaller than or equal 40. Okay, let's study the next example. The sign shows the sale price on some clothing on a sale rack. So in this sale rack in the shop, this mark or this sign says that the prices starting at 150.99 pounds. So the prices the price start from this price 150.99 pounds. The sign shows the sale prices of some clothing on a sale rack. Use the sign to determine any prices you might expect to pay for an item from this rack. Record all prices that apply. So, do you expect you will find here an item for 140.99 pounds? Do you think we will find this price on this rack? Of course not, because the prices are starting from 150.99. So 140, you will not find this price here. So okay, so can we find the price of 180 pounds 0.99? Yes, because the prices are starting from 150, so we can find more than 150. 180.99 is okay. Okay, 150.49. Here, 150.99. So we will not find this price because this price is less than 150.99. What about 290.99? Do you expect we can find an item for this price? Yes, we can find this price because it is more than 150.99, so 290 is okay. 190.99, no, we will not find this price because this is less than 150. What about 150.99 itself, the price itself? Can we find this? Yes, because the sale is starting at 150.99. So we can find this price or more. So what is the inequality we can use here? We can write the inequality x is greater than or equal 150.99. X is greater than or equal 150.99. Why we use the sign equal? Because the prices are starting from this price. So we can find this price itself, 150.99 or more. So the sign is X greater than or equal 150.99. Okay, great. Let's move. This lesson is only giving us a concept about the inequality. Okay, let's move to the next lesson, which is lesson 3, solving inequalities. We studied before solving equations. Do you remember? Yes, we use the rule of inverse operation to solve the equation. But here we will represent only the inequality on the number line. It's more easier and more simple than the equation. I can use a number line to represent inequality. Move with me to page number 64, please. Page number 64. Okay, I can use a number line to represent inequalities. Read with me this example. Here, an inequality. Read with this inequality, letter A. X is greater than -1. How to represent x is greater than -1 on the number line? What does it mean? X is greater than -1 means all numbers that are greater than -1. So what are the integers greater than -1? Integers greater than -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. With no end. There is no a limit for this inequality. X is greater than -1. So we can put a large dot like this at 0, 1, 2, 3, and connect them with a line and an arrowhead. Arrowhead extend without end to the right side. To the right side, because x is greater than -1. So this is a question. A question. Does -1 belong to the solution set of the above inequality? Look at this number line. Does -1 belong to this the solution set? What is the solution set here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Does -1 belong to the solution set? No. Why? Because the solution set starts from 0. Because it starts from 0. So -1 doesn't belong to this solution set. Another one, x smaller than or equal -6. X is less than or equal -6. What does it mean? Means all the numbers that are less than -6 or -6 itself, because we have an equal sign here. X is smaller than or equal -6. So the solution set is -6, -7, -8, and so on. It is moving to the left side. The arrowhead extends to the left side without end, with no limit to the left side. Why to the left side? Because x is smaller than or equal -6. So we have all the numbers starting from -6. The question is, does -6 belong to the solution set of the above inequality? The answer is yes, because it starts from -6. So the solution set starts from -6. Very good. Read with me these two sentences. The values of the variable x that satisfy the inequality A in the set of the irrational numbers are all rational numbers greater than -1. Yes, if we go back to this example A, all rational numbers that are greater than -1, and the values of the variable x satisfy the inequality B in the set of rational numbers are all rational numbers smaller than or equal -6. Okay, very good. Let's solve together this question. Record each true statement about the graphs of x greater than -2. If we represent this inequality on the number line, x is greater than -2. Here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. X greater than -2. What does this mean? Greater than -2, so it is to the right of -2. So it will start at -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and connect them with a line and an arrowhead to the right side. Let's answer these questions. -2 belongs to the solution set of each of them. Of course, the other one is what? This is x greater than -2. What about x smaller than -2? The number line will be like this. I will make another number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. X is less than -2, so it starts from -2. Sorry. It will start from what? X smaller than -2, so it will be from -3, -3, -4, -5, and so on. And the arrowhead is to the left side because it is x smaller than -2. Okay, let's answer the questions. -2 belongs to the solution set of each of them. -2 belongs to the solution set of each of them. Is -2 here in the solution set? No, it is not. Here, -2 in the solution set belong to the solution set? No, does not belong to the solution set in both of them. So this statement is not true. Okay, what about next one? -2 belongs to the solution set of only one of them. No, also this -2 does not belong to the first one or the second one, because we don't have here the sign equal. X greater than -2, so -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. X smaller than -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. So it is not included in both inequalities. The inequality x greater than -2 includes all values to the left of -2 on the number line. Is this true? The inequality x greater than -2. X greater than -2 includes the values to the left? Of course not. This statement is not correct. The inequality x smaller than -2 includes all the values to the right of -2. Also wrong. They have no points in common. They have no points in common. Here we have -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. -3, -4, yes. They have no points in common. So this statement is true. And the other statements are false. Let's move to the next one, and this is the last example. Record each true statement about the graphs of x greater than -2 and x greater than or equal -2. What about x greater than -2? Zero, -1, -2, -3, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. X greater than -2. So we will start from what? Greater than -2. Start from the -1. -1 and move to the exactly to the right. negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, and so on, and move to the right like this. This is x greater than negative 2. What about x greater than or equal negative 2? So we will start from 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we will start x greater than or equal negative 2. So negative 2 is included in the set, included in the solution set, and move also to the right because it is bigger than. Okay, and this then we will move to the right side like this. Okay, let's answer the questions. Negative 2 belongs to the solution set of each of them. Negative 2 belongs to each of them? No, it's wrong. Negative 2 belongs to the solution set of one of them? Yes, negative 2 belongs to the second one. So this true, this is a true statement. The inequality x greater than negative 2, the second one, includes all values to the left of negative 2, on the left of negative, to the left of negative 2 on the number line. Is this correct? No, x greater than, so the values to the right, not to the left. So this is wrong one. The inequality x greater than negative 2 includes all values to the right of negative 2 on the number line. Yes, this is correct. They have no points in common. Of course not. They have common points. They have common points. Common points like what? Negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 are common points. So this statement is not true. Okay. Thank you for attending this class with us, and study very hard. See you inshallah in the school. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.